Hey, Canucks fans, thanks for waiting. Even before I do my intro, give me a like because we are once again together here on YouTube. Give me a like because the Canucks won, and give me a like because we are all so good looking and all in a really good mood. So thanks for being here, everyone. And yeah, I'll tell you about where I was, and I'm gonna need your help to fill me in on this game because I didn't get to watch it, and I'll tell you why in a second. So here we go. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clay Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take. All in one take, it's Clay's Canucks commentary, live post-game on Tuesday, August the 25th, on a night that the Vancouver Canucks defeated the Vegas Golden Knights 5-2. And don't forget, I'm going to start reading basically comments from about 9:45 onwards. So really quickly, I didn't get a chance to watch the game because I was bowling tonight. And good news, I came in second in my division. They divide it into 3 divisions. I'm in the lowest division, but I came in second place. I won $35, so it was a win. A win's a win. And yeah, I'm in a really good mood. I bowled well tonight. I bowled a 172 average, which is pretty good for me on a pretty tough pattern. So Jacob won his division as well. He won the top division, and Sean played well in the second division, but he didn't get a chance to cash money tonight. So I did not watch the game. I need your help in telling me about the game. Don't forget, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you want to, if you like me, if you like the fact that we can gather as community, and if you like the fact that the Canucks won. And if you're in my neighborhood in Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or across this globe, I appreciate you being here. You know I don't take you for granted. You know that you could be doing anything else right now, but the fact that you're here with me, sitting on a computer or on a phone, talking Canucks, I am thrilled that you are here. So thank you. We got a thumbs down already. That's okay. And lastly, don't forget, as I've shifted and as these streams start to grow, I don't really answer any of the comments that were left before I came on here, just so I can keep up and stay within 5 minutes of the timestamps, so we're not waiting or 20 or 30 minutes behind. So I'm gonna try and keep up from 9:45 onwards. I'm gonna answer questions, that's my priority. So please try and frame your questions or your statements as a question. But if there's a funny statement or if I'm completely caught up, then I will certainly read statements as well. But I do prefer questions. And I'm drinking Pepsi tonight. I'm celebrating instead of my water. I am drinking Pepsi. I do know that Toffoli had a 3-point night in his return, and if you follow my channel, you know that I vlogged about it this morning. I said that I heard from Rick Dollywell, so I don't have any insider information, but I heard from Rick Dollywell that Toffoli was a game time decision, and I said bring him in for Louis Eriksson because Eriksson isn't doing anything on the offensive. Yeah, he's a good penalty killer, but he's not doing anything. And sure enough, they bring Toffoli in because he's healthy, not because of me. And he gets 3 points, including that goal 2 minutes in the game. So Pettersson 3, Toffoli 3, Horvat 2 goals. Awesome. 40 block shots, 2/3 of the face-off wins. And if you know my latest video, Elias Pettersson, indeed, tonight was dripping in finesse. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you check out my latest Canucks parody song. Okay, let's go. I'm only 5 minutes behind, so let's try and stay within a 5-minute gap. I'm gonna start at 9:45, and I'll read everything else later. So 9:45, it says, Nahal, when does Clay never get to properly watch the entire game live? Tonight was one of those games, one of those days, because I was bowling. So Tuesday night, I do bowl, but thankfully they have the game on. So I was able, if you follow me on Twitter, I basically said I was only tweeting about goals because that's really all I could react to. I had to concentrate, and that's why I won. That's why I came in second place tonight. You can tell I'm pumped. I hope you're pumped too. Pekka says, yay, epic, I'm still standing. Landon, have you met Finn? I have met Finn on many times, Landon. Good guy. Doesn't really say much though, but if I have more time, maybe at the end of the stream, I'll tell the story. I had Finn and Trevor Linden come to St. Paul School where my wife teaches in Richmond. Sim, Clay, do you see Quick in 2012 and Markstrom right now? No, different types of goalies. Quick is very reactionary, smaller, and unorthodox saves. I see Markstrom as very focused and very positionally sound. So similar success, but different type of goalies. Jasper, why did the ref always make bad calls against Canucks during these playoffs? Hey, someone tell me what happened about the Jake Virtanen thing. I saw him in the penalty box. I heard some stuff from the radio, but I haven't watched anything yet. So tell me what happened with Virtanen. Nux, Clay was confusing me on his post-game vlog. Nux, tell me why I was confusing you. Was it because, did I say something wrong? Or was I talking too fast? Nux, tell me why I was confusing you. Nahal, all you need to know is Petey and Toffoli were amazing. Marky was awesome as usual, and everyone worked hard. That's awesome, Nahal. And actually, I keep saying that I'm only going to read questions or answer questions, but if I can stay within 5 minutes of the comments, I'm actually going to, I think that's a better way of doing it. If I fall too far behind, then I'll do questions only. Future President, Toffoli trade worth it? Yeah, you know, some people are saying they're only worth it. It's only worth it if we re-sign him, but it's kind of hard to think of it that way. You have to look at the here and now. And yeah, you gave away Tyler Madden, but you have to trade quality to get quality. So I'm okay with the trade. 10 points in 10 games when he first joined our team, and now obviously a difference maker in the playoffs. If he does anything in the playoffs, then I think the trade was worth it. Nux, you said I've watched enough of the game. Oh, is that what I said in the well, yeah, to be honest, the game was on the entire time. I was watching, you know, when I wasn't bowling. So I watched enough to get a sense of what's happening, but I didn't watch it in its entirety. How's that, Nux? Thanks for the clarification. Scott, Toffoli had such a great impact. Those refs are dirty and should be penalized. I don't know if you can give a penalty to a ref, but I'll check it out later. Landon, bowling masters. Yes, our family are good bowlers. Jacob is a 2-time national champion and record holder for his age group. Sean is a very good bowler. My youngest, Kayla, has a lot of potential. She's a provincial champion as well. And I'm just the guy who used to drive them to the bowling alley all the time. Super Onman, what a beauty of a game. HSM fan girl. Hey, Clay, now that Toffoli's back, do you think Canucks will resign him? So tough to say. You know, when Tanev was playing so well in the Minnesota series, I was saying that the priority should be Markstrom, Tanev, Toffoli. But as I see what Toffoli did tonight, I'm kind of going back to maybe the priority is Markstrom, Toffoli, Tanev. It's so hard to say right now. So I like for them to sign him, but there's a lot of money. I mean, not a lot of money for a lot of guys. Krog, the 5-minute highlight is out on Sportsnet. You can react to it real quick. Yeah, you know, actually, I could watch the 5-minute highlights and react. No, that's kind of boring for you. That's kind of boring for you. I think, you know, I could watch the highlights and then you could watch me react to it. But I think that's kind of boring. I'd rather talk to you guys directly because I've seen all the goals already. So then it would be different if I didn't know what happened or if I hadn't seen any of the plays. Okay, some of you are saying reaction would be fun. Okay, fine. I'm going to do it. So I'm not going to read any chats for a few seconds. I'm going to try and catch up to everything, but I'm going to go to Sportsnet, Canucks, Vegas Golden Knights, and I will put the sound on, actually. Am I going to get in trouble for doing this? We'll see. Canucks. Where do I find it, you guys? Do I go to sportsnet.ca? Where do I find it? Or do I go to NHL.com? Sportsnet, NHL, home. Oh, Sportsnet YouTube. I guess I should know that kind of thing, right? All right, let's try this again. And I will turn the sound. If I turn the sound on, you guys just tell me yes or no. Now I'm going to be completely behind in your comments, but we'll make it work. If I turn the sound on, am I going to get a copyright strike because I'm watching with the sound on? Let me know. Okay, I'll just turn the sound on a little quieter. Okay. Now I'm watching an ad soar over Iceland. Okay, this might be boring for the next 5 minutes, but let's see what happens. Okay. I kind of know this is boring for you. You're just watching me watch a TV. Okay, there's Mott and Reeves. Mott's better looking than Reeves, I think. But we all knew that. I think I'm better looking than Reeves. I think all of you are better looking than Reeves. Okay. Beagle Falls. Okay, so there's a minute and a half into the game. Hughes, nice pass to Pettersson. Gets through the zone. Comes down the left side. Goes to Foley, battling around the net. And that, wow, this is like the easiest goal ever to Foley. I could put that in, and I'm like the worst player on my roller hockey team. Are you sure you guys like this? I don't think I can show you the gameplay as well because then I'll get in trouble for sure, right? Okay, so it's Pettersson coming down the left side, beating everyone, beating Theodore around, and a beautiful pass to Foley. Just kind of sets up. They kind of forget about him there. And wow, how good is that? 90 seconds into his return to the Canucks. Remember, he was missing for 3 weeks. So Toffoli, a nice stick check on Martinez, and then yes. Well, that's good. Okay, so now we're looking at a power play, 11 minutes in, down. Oh, Toffoli and Horvat hugging. Toffoli, nice one-timer from Horvat. That's kind of Horvat's wheelhouse, right? Is right in the middle. So I see Toffoli's on the first power play unit. That I guess Besser got demoted to the second unit. Thanks for letting me do this, you guys. I'm get to watch these highlights now. So Pedersen to Toffoli and Horvat. Beautiful, beautiful. Toffoli's a good passer, actually. He's got good vision. Both him and Miller are really good passes. Okay, passers. Now we're in the second period. We're up 2-0. There's Hughes beating someone. Oh. Oh, shoot. You sure that wasn't offside? Oh, Waugh to Tuck. That Tuck guy, he's big, he's fast. That was a really nice Hail Mary, that lob pass, that alley-oop. Yeah. I don't know how we let guys get behind us like that. Yeah, I don't think you can blame Markstrom for that goal. But I got to give credit. That was a nice play by Waugh to find Tuck coming behind him. That was good. That was a good play. And a backhand to boot. Oh, that was a nice play. We'll give that to him. I'm in a good mood because I know what happens here. Oh, that was so sick. Pedersen's goal takes the pass from Edler and dekes Leonard out of his jock. That was pretty awesome. Wow, he comes. Just kind of Pedersen kind of escapes the check. And then, wow, a nice backhand to forehand. Not even a backhand. He just, nice little head fake. Yeah, boom. Yeah, backhand to forehand. That was wonderful. And that's why Pedersen is indeed dripping in finesse. You guys okay? We're halfway done. 3 minutes in, 2.5 minutes more left. Thanks for sticking with me. Don't worry, I don't do this every time, but thanks for allowing me the time to do this. Okay, it's 3-1. Start of the third. You're all chilling. Awesome. Okay, this is the goal I did see live, and I don't know how Besser and Horvat got so wide open in front of the net. It was a 2-on-0, and that beautiful touch pass from Besser, backhand, and Horvat made no mistake. Yeah, they just kind of all snuck behind. A beautiful backhand from Besser to Horvat, and Horvat had the patience to take it from his backhand to his forehand. Beautiful, backhand to forehand. And then all the Vegas Knights just looking at each other saying, why do we leave these two guys open? Okay, 17 minutes left. Miller, fake shot. Miller gets it again on the left circle. Puts it down below. What? Toffoli. I didn't see this. Toffoli tried to go through his legs. Okay, they didn't show it again, but that was pretty sweet. Now it's 4-1. So empty net for Vegas and on the power play. So they have a two-man advantage, basically. Pacioretty. Theodore. Okay, someone moved that guy from in front of Markstrom. That was a nice shot by Pacioretty. Again, we'll give him credit, but we're in a good mood because we know that the ending of this game. That's tough. 6-on-4 is tough. 5-on-4 is tough. 6-on-4 is very tough. I don't know who that big guy was in front of Markstrom, but he definitely caused a. Oh, and he showed some good vertical actually by getting all the way. That was Riley Smith. Maybe Riley Smith should play some basketball or something. And then I do know that it's Pearson with the empty netter. Who else would it be? Good battle. Miller, very unselfish. Nice bank pass from Miller to Pearson. And even I could have scored that. Well, I like to think so. So Pearson, empty netter. Everyone hugging, stick taps. Yeah, that was a really nice place for Miller. He could have tried to go for the empty net himself, but he put it off the boards. Perfect weight to Pearson. Okay. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for indulging me, allowing me to catch up on those highlights. And now I'm really behind in all the messages, but I'm going to do my best to catch up. So now I'm about 13 minutes behind, but now I feel like I can talk about the game. Well, at least I can talk about what I saw there. Oh, Dexter, Clay during his post-game vlog. I watched enough of the game to know what happened, so here's what I like. 30 seconds later, well, I didn't watch enough of the game, so I don't know what I didn't like. Yes, you guys caught me. I'm a fraud. Okay, Krog meme, thank you for that. I'm going to try and catch up. Goat, Peter DeBoer getting fired? No, I don't think after one game. Edmund, hey Clay, you think bandwagoners are jumping back in? And Petey was a beast. Petey was a beast. And I always say bandwagoners are welcome to jump in. I'm on the fan wagon. Others are on the bandwagon. There's room on both. But yeah, don't hurt your ankles. Everyone jumping back on. North, huge dub tonight. Agreed. Alex, Clay, the Canucks have yet to outshoot their opponent at the end of the game. When do you think the Canucks will outshoot their opponent at the end of the game? Alex, so hard to say. I don't care if they don't outshoot their opponent as long as they're winning. But yeah, this is a trend that we've seen for sure. Michael, series tied. Let's go. Indeed, Nahal, the delay of game on penalty on Besser was so dumb. I have to look that up. Jamie, Fleury probably be a net for game 3. Yeah, now's his chance to get him in. You know, Leonard led in 4. KA says, Bo, Fillmore, if Fleury plays game 3, will be tougher to score on him. Different style, right? He's a lot smaller, but a lot quicker. I wouldn't say it's tougher, but I know we haven't really beat Fleury in a long time. Frederick says EP40. Christian says, I can't believe the Canucks got penalized for Besser's clearance. I'm going to have to check this out. Over 100 people on here, by the way. Thank you, everyone. Pekka, Toffoli scored 1 minute in the game. Then Bo scored on the power play assist from Toffoli in the period. JL9, Canucks won. Great match. That's to the next one on Thursday. Unbelievable win tonight. Pedersen, Toffoli were beast mode, but let's be honest. Clay, Vegas is the better team. Yeah, Vegas on paper is the better team, but you don't win the game on paper. How do you think the series will end? Honestly, Vegas in 6 or 7. Honestly, T, I said Canucks in 7. I said that before the series, and I'm going to stick to that. Fleury better start game 3. That's what Goat says. Jasper Bo leads all goal scorers in the playoffs. That's impressive. Yeah, he had those 4 right away in the Minnesota or in the St. Louis series. Nux, you guys want Flower to start instead of Leonard? I have no preference. Landon, Pepsi, fitting celebration for tonight's game. Rios, period winners. First period Canucks, second period Vegas by far, third period tied, I would say. But on the scoreboard, 5-2, 5-2. Future president, yes, Pedersen was dripping in finesse. Nux, will you watch Thursday's game fully and comfortably? Yes, I will, from Whistler. My wife Gail and I are going to get away for a couple days, so I'll be watching the game in Whistler, and I'll be live streaming from Whistler on Thursday night. I told Gail we'll go for hikes, we'll go on the gondola, we'll go for walks, we'll have some nice dinners or a nice time or whatever, but I have to be watching the game on Thursday, and I will be live streaming. Should I bring Gail on the live stream on Thursday? I think that'd be fun if I bring Gail on the live stream. She doesn't know anything about hockey, but maybe she can fake it just like I do. Justin, are the Canucks capable of beating any of the 3 other remaining teams, Colorado, Dallas, and Vegas? Well, we've shown we can beat Vegas. I think Dallas is beating Colorado, so we should be able to beat Colorado. And I actually wanted Dallas as a matchup, maybe not anymore. So yeah, I think the Canucks do have a chance to get out of the West. I really do. Chris, first time Canucks beat Knights in regulation. First time Canucks beat Knights in regulation in the second game, round 2, playoffs. First time Canucks beat Knights by 3 or more goals. I like all those first times. You always remember your first time. Reels, Leonard looked shaky. Indeed, Dexter. Clay, okay, yeah. Nuts, Dex said it. Dex the man. Michael, I'm still standing. Yeah. A good song, but I like dripping in finesse better. And I'm so excited. Owen, I think one of the refs should be fired for that delay of game call. I will have to check this out. Now you're the third person who talked about it, Owen. Pekka, Vert went in for a good hit, and the Vegas player reacted and nailed Vert in the face like 3 times. I will have to check that out. Thank you, Pekka. Edmund, Tuck retaliating against Rattan, bad timing, considering they're down 4-1. Yeah, I think they knew they weren't going to catch up, so then they try to assert themselves in other ways. Knights guy got 4, and Vert got 2. Gotcha. Rios, I think you're talking about Besser getting a delay when you shouldn't have because the puck clearly deflected off the glass, like clearly. Dang. Scott, need to build on it for game 3. Indeed. Pekka, Besser had a horrible call on him. Horrible reffing. Almost screwed us. Good penalty killing, though. Yes. Scott, when is the back-to-back in the series? I think it's game 5, game 6, isn't it? Because it goes Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Does that sound right? Yeah. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Or is the back-to-back between 4 and 5? If it's between 4 and 5, then it goes Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, that's what I just said. Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. I think it's between 4 and 5. Oh, Nux says 5 and 6. Okay, I trust you. Huge win tonight. Dub Weaver, yes. Sammy, does Horvat have a realistic chance of making Team Canada for 22 Olympics? Cool story. Sean, my son Sean, caddied for Bo Horvat in 2015 or 2016 golf tournament. I asked Bo at that time, would you want to make Team Canada? He said, yes, it would be a dream. Of course, they don't go to the Olympics in 2018. There are a lot of tough centers he'd have to beat out. You start with Crosby, McDavid, Bergeron. There's a lot at Stamkos. And I get that a lot of centers can play the wing. I think if Horvat continues on the trajectory that he's on, he's got to get a look at least. Thanks to you guys for letting me watch that highlight, by the way. I'm sure that's pretty boring for you. But now I feel like I've watched the game. Justin, Clay, why are there only 3 holes on a bowling ball? Would 5 holes, 1 for each finger, give an edge? No, because the other 2 fingers are helped to put the spin on the ball. No, I think 5, then it's kind of weird. You know, I should ask Sean or Jake about that, but yeah, they're definitely, that's a good question, actually. I don't think 5 holes would give you an edge. I think it would be harder to control, actually. Nucks, 4 and 5, I forgot. React. Okay, now you guys are telling me to react. If the Canucks move to the next round, tie up, do you think Dallas would be easier than Colorado? On paper, I thought that Dallas would be easier than Colorado, but Dallas is up 2-0, so I don't know anymore. Krog, react. We'd all be hyped. Well, I think hyped is too generous, but thank you. Rob says, yeah, watch the highlights. Brandon said, thoughts on Horvat leading goals and Pettersson being second points. I think it's great. Pettersson, not so much a surprise. We knew that he's our superstar. Horvat, I'm a little surprised, actually, but he's really wanting to lead, obviously. Reels, let's go. Scott, what is your go-to game night meal? Any superstitions? No superstitions, actually, Scott, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because of my faith. I don't believe in superstitions. I don't watch the same I don't wear the same jersey, the same T-shirt. I don't drink the same thing. I don't have to sit in the same place. I actually don't have a lot of superstitions when it comes to watching the game. I just like drinking Pepsi. Nuck says no. Okay, you guys are telling me Sportsnet, YouTube. Okay, yeah. Shannon, I was glad to watch the game. It was a great game. Got to watch it with Rob. He's in the hospital for a month and I need a new liver. Well, Shannon, know that I've been praying for you, actually. Rob has asked me to pray for you, and I have been praying for you when I go to Mass during the week. So I'm glad to hear that you're better, and I hope that that your surgery goes well when you get that liver. You're good. Hey, Clay, it's a live stream. I guess not. Put it in on one. No, we like it. Show us the screen. It won't be boring. This isn't boring. Clay is a reaction channel. Yeah, Arnell, I did a couple of reaction videos earlier in the summer when the Canucks weren't playing. And they did okay, but I think I got to commit to them. I actually had a nice setup, so maybe I'll get back to that for sure. We're not bored. Clay reacts. Clay, let's go. You won't get in trouble for it. It's highlights. I honestly think that if we beat Vegas, we can win the Cup. Nahal, I think that's fair. Because if we beat Vegas, now we're in the Final Four, and then you've got a really good chance. Toffoli, Nahal, if we play like this, Vancouver in 6, yeah, I think Vegas will have something to say about that. Justin says, Nahal, the Canucks can make it to the Cup Finals. Landon says, Clay, I'll be back. Awesome. Michael says, Roussel is not a fan of Reeves. Yeah, I think we knew that. Rios, they had 40 shots. Adam, can Toffoli's nickname please be Ton Foil? I think that needs some work. Nux, yes, we're chilling. Michael P's goal was awesome. It was beautiful. Dripping in finesse. Justin, pray for me. We have a hurricane in Texas on Thursday. Yes, Justin, I will pray for you at Mass tomorrow. That's really crazy that the hurricane is ripping through the southern states for sure. Rios says Scott Road is a bit dead. Are you out there, Rios, or do you have reporters on the scene? Idris, hey Clay, I feel this team has some special potential. I agree with you, Idris. Nice picture too. You're all dressed up there. Dexter, Rios, it's dead because Surrey was fined. I did not know that. Justin, now that we have Toffoli, should we trade Brock? No, because there's no guarantee that Toffoli comes back to us next season. So I don't think you trade Brock because of Toffoli. Brandon, Godspeed, Mr. Hart, Nux. Yes, there's cops handing out tickets now. Wow. Nux, if you get out of your car, that's Scott. Phil, if the Canucks make it out of this series, they would match up well against Dallas. I thought so too, but Dallas is handling Colorado right now, so it's pretty crazy. But yes, I said before the playoffs, I'd much rather have the Canucks face Dallas and St. Louis. St. Louis, you can see what we did to them, as opposed to Vegas or Colorado. Adam, no, don't trade Brock. Justin, thank you, Brandon. The hurricane should pass 60 kilometers east of me. I hope so. No, Rios, it wasn't that safe. I drove past one day and there were 50 people all gathered without social distancing. Yeah, I've seen some of the footage from Scott Road for sure. Chris, did you watch the game? No, I didn't, as everyone's made fun of me and exposed me for the fraud that I am. No, I was bowling tonight, but I won some money. I came in second, so I'm in a good mood. Canucks won. I won. We all are winners. Kevin, I'm glad we won, but just being honest, Vegas dominated very hard. I will check that out when I watch the entire game tonight after this live stream. Adam, Canucks usually win when they get outshot. Yeah, because it just speaks to how good Jacob Markstrom is. Pekka, hey, Hot Take, what's up? Well, I didn't know Hot Take was in here. Did I miss a comment? If Hot Take is in here, that's awesome. Alex, Clay, I had a dream that the Canucks won the Stanley Cup. Does that mean it'll come true in reality? It depends, Alex. Do all of your dreams come true? I think you got to answer that for yourself. Justin, can we buy out Ericsson's contract and have more room for salary cap? You know, he's only got 2 more years, and you rarely save anything. I think a better idea is to try and trade him as opposed to buying him out. Frank, awesome game. Yes, Pekka, did you do a live stream today for the Canucks game? I think you're talking to Hot Take there. Adam, Vegas is less skilled. No, I don't know about that. John, Golden Knights mocked the Canucks after game 1. Apparently, well, this is what they got. Be mature, folks. Yes, a good life lesson for us all. Pekka says, let me know, John, to Hot Take. Steele, great response by the Nucks crew. 40 block shots. Exactly. Krog. Miller, Besser, Horvat played the entire game together. It surprised me, but I liked it. Yeah, I didn't like Pettersson between Pearson and Eriksson, but I do like Pettersson between Pearson and Toffoli for sure. Justin, Sportsnet pundits comparing Roussel to Burrows. Fair comparison? Yeah, I think Burrows is a bit more skilled there, though. But yes, two guys who speak French, two guys who can kind of cross the line once in a while. I think it's not an unfair comparison. Dexter, Sean taking care of the kids when you're gone. Yeah, and we might bring in some reinforcements if we need to, but I think they'll be okay. They're all mature and they'll be fine. But I do know of a couple people coming over to help out or check on them if they need to. But they should be fine. It's just one night. Nahal, I'm going to Whistler on Thursday too. Well, maybe I will see you there. Brandon, hope I'm not too late to this. Brandon, brother. Brandon is a good friend of mine from church, from ministry, from youth ministry. Great guy, great roller hockey player, great ice hockey player, goalie. And we did a video right at the start of the season where Brandon respectfully did not think the Canucks would make the playoffs, but it wasn't because he doesn't have faith. He does. But he just thought that it wasn't their time. And I told him that he was wrong. And I was glad that he was wrong. But Brandon, I'm glad you're here. Hell of a shot. Hey, Clay. Hello. Hell of a shot. Adam, Tim Foley was the X factor for sure. Rios, you never watch a full game sitting on your home couch. Rios, that's a good point. Yes, there's always something going on. And remember, as I said, I don't say that I'm busy because people that say they're busy, they're poor time managers. So I just have a lot of things going on, but I make it work. Darth Beman. Hi, Clay. Hello, Darth Beman. Pekka, LOL, Lefty. I liked how Markstrom was playing the puck tonight, being a third defenseman. I think Coach Green had something to do with that too. I don't know. I don't think Markstrom's the best puck handler, but I will check it out. Dartman, Canucks stick it up and Vegas play a little rough, eh? Yeah, that's what they do. Justin, how come Bieksa wasn't on the Sportsnet panel this time? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to rotate it. But yeah, a couple of my friends told me that they missed him, and I think they just like looking at him, quite frankly. Adam, wish I was going to Whistler. Yeah, we haven't really gone away at all this summer. We had plans to go to, it was mine and Gail's 20th wedding anniversary, so we had big plans to go to Rome, but that's not going to happen for a while. Alex Clay, do you see us doing what LA did in 2012, not being very good during the regular season and then turning it on the playoffs and winning the Stanley Cup? Tough to say, Alex, but I like the way it's going. Justin, Anthony Stewart is the worst Sportsnet panelist. Agree. You should be on there, Clay. Yeah, I don't think Anthony Stewart's that good. I think he's okay. He's got funny facial expressions, though. I like how he's the one who reacts to BX the most. Thank you, Justin. I don't know if I have a face for TV, but I actually do think I'd be good on a panel. And it's not me showing off or being cocky. It's just me being confident in my own ability. I think I could do a good job because I can talk with an earpiece, with a director talking in my ear. I think I'm spontaneous enough. I think I'm knowledgeable enough. I think I'm articulate enough. I think I don't use a lot of, actually I just did. I was going to say word whiskers and stutters, but sometimes I do. Actually, I actually used to be a better public speaker until I had a concussion. My kids laugh at me when I say this, but my speaking's actually gotten a little worse since my concussion a few summers ago, but I still like to speak. I never met a microphone or a camera I didn't like. So yeah, I would love that opportunity, but it's not my lifelong goal. But I think I would be a good panelist actually, because I think I have the ability to react and to bring points and to react to what other people say. And I think that's an important part of being a panelist. It's not just straight answer a question. You got to know. Actually, I think I'd be a good moderator. Now that I think about it, I could do Ron McLean's job or David Amber's job. I think would be a way to, I think that would be my strength is actually as a moderator, facilitator. Anyway, thanks for letting me brag for a few minutes, and thanks for the kind words. Lefty, Roussel and Burrows are two completely different players. No comparing the two. That's fair. Palo Alto from China, solid win from Hong Kong, right? I said that the first game was a tune-up calibration game. I'll give you a clue about me. Remember the Canucks video contest back in 2006? Yes, Palo Alto, I do remember. Are you talking about the Ultimate Canucks fan contest where they had 4 different categories and we won Ultimate Canucks Family, but there were some other categories as well? I do remember that contest very well. Okay, so I'm waiting for more clues. Adam, is podcast co-host Kessler is a bigot supporting goof. I think you're talking about Trump. Richard, game 3 Thursday, game 4 Saturday, game 5 Monday. Oh, so it is between Monday and Tuesday, game 5 and game 6. Thank you, Richard. Harsh and Pedersen is too good. We are so blessed to have him. One more year making $900,000 a year or two. So crazy. Steel Dog, White Cloud launched himself into the bench. I got to check that out. Landon, I'm back. Awesome. Lefty, what about Kessler? Fill me in. I never liked him. I think he did a tweet about Trump, right? Nuts and Bolts, Roaring Thunder mashup is much better. It's okay. Adam, Kessler came out supporting Trump. Zach says hi. Hello, Zach. Justin, if Toffoli scored between the legs, would that have finally changed Eastern bias? I swear Eastern bias in Canadian sports media is so crazy. Yeah, but for all that Eastern bias that we don't like, they only have one Canadian team to follow now, and that's us. By the way, do you guys care if Vancouver is known as Canada's team, or I kind of like hearing that not everyone likes the Canucks. I mean, it even makes me want to like the Canucks more. It's kind of that whole us against the world mentality. Although I would find it kind of cool if people from across the country said that they were supporting us. Adam, Darth, Besser's delay of game penalty wasn't good. Even the announcer said it wasn't delay of game. Fair enough. Adam says, look at Kessler's Twitter. Filmer, NHL Network and NBC Sports have more positive to say about the Canucks than the Canadian broadcasters. Interesting. I don't watch those feeds, but I don't, I believe you. I believe you. Okay, here we go. Dexter and Nux. I just skipped a bunch of comments there, so you can check that off on your bingo card. I just skipped a bunch of comments. Now I got to find them again. All right, here we go. Jared, this could perhaps be the hardest matchup we'll face in the West. You could argue that Dallas or Colorado may be easier. Jamie, good news. I'm on holiday for 2 weeks. Every game the Canucks lost, I was at work. Good, Jamie. Don't go back to work, please, until the Stanley Cup playoffs are over. Jordan, do you think Mott has another chance for a hot streak against Vegas? He always has a chance, but I don't think we need him to. I think we just need that bottom six to play well like they did tonight. But you never know. He's got the work ethic and the speed for sure. Rios, nope, not out there, but no one posting videos. Fair enough. Mr. Shootout, hey Clay, what are 2 positive takeaways tonight from the Canucks game? And was one thing you'd like to see them work on for Game 3? Love the channel. Thank you, Mr. Shootout. Again, I've been exposed as a fraud. I did not watch the game, but looking at the highlights and looking at I love the fact that the Canucks blocked 40 shots. So not only did Vegas get 40 shots on Markstrom, but they blocked another 40. So of course, you can't just say, well, that was 80 potential shots, but I guess it was 80 potential shots. And I love Toffoli's immediate impact on the lineup and on the top six. One thing I like to see them work on, it's really tough for me to say without watching the game. Do you want the power play to be a bit more lethal? Maybe they went 1 for 5. I'd like to see that 2 for 5, right? It's a 1 goal difference, and you want 40% instead of 20%. But I think I'm really, splitting hairs here. I really got to watch the game to answer that more properly. See, stuttering, concussion. Mr. Shootout, thank you for the wonderful feedback. Landon, that was kind of weird how they're doing that to Scott Road. Yeah, but it's just a bad look to have hundreds of people there celebrating very close knit with no masks on. Justin, hey Clay, would the Pope be okay with fighting in hockey? Be honest, I don't know, but no, I if I had to pick, I don't think he'd like the. I think the Pope would be a man of peace, so I don't think he'd advocate for fighting in hockey. Now, I never want Brock to get traded. He's a good player and a really nice guy. Yeah, he's a character guy for sure. But you got to sometimes give away quality to get quality. Dexter, Reeves was making chicken noises on the first shift again tonight. What a goof. Landon, once I had a dream that Canucks win the Stanley Cup final and the Canucks were winning. Then I woke up. Yeah, I've had those dreams before too. Lefty, Mott is one of the go-to guys for Coach Green on the penalty kill. Yeah, you had the Mott and Beagle combination, and then Sutter didn't have Eriksson, so I presume it was either Pearson or Miller. Maybe someone can let me know who the 4th penalty killer was. Was it Pearson, Miller, or Roussel? But usually it's Pearson or Miller. Horvat went 20-4 on the faceoffs. It was Pearson. Thanks, Dexter. That is crazy. Justin, Clay, would you pay $1,000 for a ticket if the Canucks make the Stanley Cup Finals? That's tough to say. Yeah, I probably would. But I got to see them when they played against Boston 9 years ago, and I didn't have to pay $1,000, although it was close to it because I went to all 4 games. Harshan, imagine we win the cup. That would be so sweet. James, I dreamed last night that Travis put in Demko for game 2 and he got shelled while Marshall was on the bench having his Luongo Heritage Classic moment. Needless to say, I'm very happy they won today. I'm happy your dream didn't come true, James, and yes, I'm happy for the win as well. Nucks and Bolts, hey Dexter, have you seen Katy Perry video that started intro, It's a Hard Nucks Life, then Roar? Dexter, what do you say instead of I'm not busy? Oh, good question, Dexter. Well, if someone says you seem so busy, I usually say to them, no, I just have a lot going on. And I that's honest because I do have a lot going on. But if someone says to me that, and I'm learning this from my brother, if someone says you seem busy or you're always so busy, sometimes I look at that's a poor reflection on me. If I'm emitting an attitude of busyness or that I'm too busy for someone, then something's not right in my own life. So just something that I kind of stick to. I say I have a lot going on, or I like to keep moving or whatever it is, or keep myself occupied. But I don't say that. I never say that I'm busy or I'm too busy. Justin Chen, I would pay 1,000 for a cup clinching game. That's a lot of money, though. It is indeed. But Justin, you were in the States, right? 1,000 Canadians is only like 700 American. Lefty, Markstrom is a good puck handler. That's something I've always liked about him. I thought he was okay. I didn't think he's the best, but he's okay. Dexter, no Nucks I haven't. Is it on your playlist? Justin and Clay, do you miss hearing the classic intro song that is normally played on CBC Sports Playoffs? Could you sing the jingle? No, Justin, I will not sing the jingle because I don't want to lose any more viewers, but I will look it up. If it's, are you talking about the Hockey Night, Canada, or normally played on CBC Sports Playoffs? Yeah, I have to think of that one, actually. Will, have you listened to the Kets and Juice podcast? No, I don't, Will, actually. Is it good? Jamie, I like this team better than 94 and 11. Those are good teams, but there's something with this team. Yeah, and we're just starting, right? The 94 team was peaked. The 11 team was peaking. This team is just getting going, and that's what I really like about this team. Brandon, glad to be wrong about barely not making the playoffs. Don't think anyone expected what the Nucks are doing right now. Social distance outdoor hockey scene. Yes, Brandon, I'd love to catch up with you, brother. God bless you. Nucks and Bull says, yes, Dex. Lefty says, this team isn't as rounded as 2011 team, in my opinion. Yeah, because that team was at their peak and we're not there. That 2011 team, their defense is way better than our defense right now. Dexter, Ron McLean is the worst. I like Cassie. Yeah, Cassie's good. Jamie, you have a face for TV. Why? Thank you, Jamie. Nucks and Bolts, we are Roaring Thunder playlist. Cheyenne, how'd you get a concussion? It was playing roller hockey. I was actually reaching for a puck through the neutral zone, and I actually slipped. And as I was going down, a guy kneed me in the head. To this day, I like to think it was an accident, although they're a pretty dirty team. But yeah, it was pretty bad, actually. I wobbled myself back to the bench, and I remember screaming for my family. And then my buddy Mike, my season ticket partner Mike, actually said to me, hey, Clay, they're in the Philippines. So Mike was the one who took care of me, took me to the hospital, and got me checked out, and then I was home for about a week. But yeah, it was pretty scary. But then my son Sean got a concussion later that year playing football, and I was so grateful that I went through the concussion first, so I was able to at least walk him through what I went through. But I think his was worse than mine, quite frankly. Rios, Marsha Show is absolutely pissed. He's responding to hate Insta comments. Wow, that's funny. What are the hate comments about? Mr. Shootout, let's get Clay, Lego Rocks, and the hockey guy on the panel. Love the channel, man. Thank you, Mr. Shootout. Yeah, I have a healthy respect for what Gio does and a healthy respect for what Shannon, the hockey guy, does as well. Cheyenne, how tough is it to let Toffoli go down? What a game. Yes, it can be interesting off season for sure. Dexter Nucks, I can't find your channel. Rome, did you get a refund on those tickets to Rome, Clay? Thankfully, we never bought them. Because we were going to buy them in January, February, and then COVID had just started to break out in December. So thankfully, we never bought them. We had tickets to go to Disneyland this Christmas time. So we've been to Disneyland about 7 or 8 times, in Disney World, 7 or 8 times total, but always in the spring or summer. We'd never gone at Christmas time. We're going to be there for Christmas this year, celebrate my daughter Kayla's 13th birthday in December, but looks like that will have to be on hold as well. Justin, huge win, boys. Toffoli's back. Indeed. Pekka, Canucks team store is now open. Oh, cool. Did not know that. Nucks and Bolts, you like Rise by Katy Perry for the team? Don't know that song that well. I have to look at it again. Lefty, this team is 80% as good as the 2011 team. Not sure I came up with that percentage, but I'll go with it. That's fine. 88%. Interesting. Okay. Catching up. Okay, now I'm within 9 minutes. No, I'm still 9 minutes out, but that's okay. Things are going good. We're all in a good mood. Teus, I don't remember, but apparently I used to in a lot of Canucks ads because my parents filmed me when I was a kid saying, go Canucks, go around 2010. Nice. That's awesome. Lefty, still pretty good team with 2 Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers on the team. I presume you're talking about Pettersson and Hughes. TJ, are you worried about all the hits our players are taking? No, I'm not, because this is part of playoff hockey. And yes, I could be proven wrong when one bad hit. It's kind of luck of the draw too, right? Some guys are more durable than others, i.e. not so durable. Tanev, more durable. I'm happy that some of our young guys have been able to, you look at PD and Hughes, they haven't gotten hurt, but PD's gotten hurt actually a couple times. Besser get hurt a lot. Like, it just kind of fluke sometimes. Lefty, Markstrom is playing the puck like a third D-man. Yeah, you mentioned that. Someone else mentioned that, make it harder for the Vegas to forecheck. Nucks and Bolts, Dex, try YouTube and paste this. Okay, you're still talking about Katy Perry. Lefty, you watch the game and you'll see what I mean. Cannot Clay about Markstrom being a good puck handler. Okay, no, I believe you. I will check it out. Edmund Petey is such a beast. Steel Dog, no Canucks should not be Canada's team. Get your own team. I like that attitude, Steel Dog. Nice. Lefty, the Canucks are playing like they did against St. Louis when they were winning, playing all out. Yes, they needed to. Doesn't it feel so much better when it's 1-1 and not 2-0? I just feel so much better. Steel Dog playing tremendous. Nux, I like Ron. I like him better than David Amber. Yeah, that's fair. I actually don't mind those guys. I can't think of a name. Great win. First time catching a live stream of yours. You have a great channel, by the way. Thank you. I can't think of a name. I appreciate you being here. Come back more. Nux, I like BX and Burke as well. They're good. Dexter said Pearson on the pound to kill. Justin, on the Palace tonight, Berkey called out the bad reffing. Do you think some others are too afraid of calling out the reffing? Yeah, and some people like Burke just don't care. Like, they're not going to find him, right? So, yeah, maybe they just, some others don't feel like it's a storyline. Lefty, Miller was also playing pound to kill tonight. Yeah, I think for the fourth forward, they use Miller and Pearson. Miller on the PK. Thanks, Will. Moritz, what a result to wake up to. Awesome, Moritz. In Austria, right? It is an awesome result to wake up to. Jamie, every time PD has a good game, I watch the YouTube video Pedersen draft reaction. Yeah, that's awesome. Lefty, Pedersen was flying tonight. He was back checking. I was wondering who was that with such great speed, and it was Pedersen. Yeah, Pedersen, right, when he skates, he doesn't have the smoothest skating. It's kind of clunky, but once he gets going, he's great. And he's got sick hands. Truds, I'm still frustrated that Jake isn't on the top line with Tyler and Petey. He needs to be up there as muscle and speed. He needs more reps on line one. Truds, Virtanen is good in spurts, but I don't think he has the hockey IQ to keep up with those guys. I'm not saying he's not smart, but I don't think he thinks the game as high a level as, say, Besser or Miller. So I would not put him on the first line. Nuts and bolts. Who wants chicken pad thai or chicken buhai? Rob, that's funny, Jamie. Reese, oh yes, Reese. Reese, hopefully you're still on here. 2 streams ago, Dexter's pretty funny. He came up with a list of 5 or 6 things that I always say, like it wouldn't be a Clay stream unless, and one of them was that Sean's high school football friend comes on and calls Clay Mr. Cavs. So Reese, thanks for being here. Fantastic win, Mr. Cavs. 11 more to go. Thought the boys played great tonight, capitalized on scoring chances, but 40 shots against is not ideal. I'm okay, depending on the quality of the 40 shots, which I haven't looked at yet. So I have to reserve judgment there. But Reese, thanks for being on here as always, and thank you for affirming my muscular calves. Reese, what do you think the boys can do better to slow down Vegas offense? It's transition. You got to make them play defense. You can only make them. They're going to get their chances, I guess, is a bigger thing. But how quickly can you turn the puck over and keep going the other way and make them play defense in their own zone? I think that's the best. Easier said than done, obviously. Lefty, Pedersen gave 110% tonight. He is one of the best Swedes I've ever seen for a desire to win. Yep, no, he's very, very determined. By the way, I'm not picking on you, Lefty, but I never use like 110%. Because how do you get more than 100%? Like, I get the notion that he gave an extra effort, but I try not to say that. It's not even a pet peeve because it doesn't bother me, but I never say like 110% gave 150%. I don't think it actually makes sense. Lefty, certainly our best Swede we have had with a real strong desire to win. Yeah, you guys like Olin, Edler, the Sedins, obviously very determined as well, but this guy is something special. Palo Alto, remember I'm in Suju. It's near Shanghai, killer spot. Yes, I won one of the categories also. Huh. So maybe the Trapper's Delight video, or maybe, you have to think back of which videos won in that contest. But that's awesome. That's awesome that you're a fellow winner, Palo Alto. Mike, 11 more hard-fought wins to go. Indeed. Landon, do you listen to any podcasts, Clay? I do. And not just the ones that I've been on, but the ones I listen to, as soon as I start naming them, I'm going to get in trouble because someone's going to find out that I didn't answer them. But the ones that I do listen to relatively regularly, Canucks Conversation with Faber and Quadrelli, Large Cast with Tej and the crew, and I do listen to Area 51. I do listen to Avid Discussers, not all the time, some of these, but I try and catch them. Canucks and Pucks with Matthew Zader and the crew as well. So there's at least 5 there. Towel Power. There's a PV1 podcast as well. So I listen to quite a few of them, and I'm sorry if someone finds out I didn't name theirs, but I don't listen to every single episode because there's so many of them. But that's a good thing. I've always said it's a really good time to be a content creator for the Canucks for sure. A lot of people have asked me, why don't you start a podcast, or why don't you be on one? And admittedly, I actually like the freedom of YouTube a little bit better and busy. No, I'm not sure if I would have the time and energy to do some audio editing, but I was on a podcast before, and that I helped start the C4 podcast with Canucks Hockey Blog, another one that I still listen to as well back in the day. Darthman, I'm going to Worcester on Friday. Nice. TJ, if Toffoli is a good playoff, can you see the Canucks re-signing him? I can see the Canucks re-signing him, but it'll be up to him how much he wants, right? Justin, Clay, are the Raptors on your radar? They probably have a better chance of winning than the Canucks do. Great time to be a Vancouver sports fan right now. Yes, the Raptors are on my radar. I do like them. And many of you know the story is I was flying back from Texas last year after a speaking gig, and I got rerouted through Toronto late night, and I actually stayed in Toronto for the Raptors parade. So if you're a Raptors fan, especially you, Justin Chan, look up Raptors parade on my channel, and you'll see my footage of being in Toronto for that parade, which is pretty cool. Will G, the Kess and Juice podcast is Kess and BX to talk about the time in the league together. Yes, I'm aware. Thanks, Will. I'm aware what Kess and Juice is, but that's one that I don't listen to, actually. Justin, Clay, do you have any family in Boston? Is it hard to love them? No family in Boston. And even if they did, family first. I don't know why I did that, but yes, I would still love them. Reels, there's people saying that he dived and tripping him, and he's replying back with chirps. Oh, Marcia Show, that's funny. Yeah, I think he should do other things than reply to social media comments, although maybe he's looking for stuff to do in the bubble. Slap shot. Yeah, I got a concussion in the cross. I ran with the ball and spun around a kid, and he slipped backwards somehow, hitting my head, giving me a concussion. Dang, that's scary. Yeah, sometimes concussions can happen when you're not expecting them, obviously. Future Press. Road hockey tournament. Clay versus Shannon and any of you other social media types on Scott Road for charity. I think that would be a fun idea. Slapshot, I play lacrosse, hope to play hockey soon. Awesome. Dexter Rios, I couldn't find the comments Marshall was responding to. Frosty, unfortunately, we don't get to watch all the games on ESPN, only when they have them in New Zealand. Frosty, are you coming in from New Zealand right now? That's pretty cool. If so, thank you. Rios, Dexter, he deleted them, but go on Puck Kemper on Insta to check, okay? So he deleted his comments. He should be doing other stuff, like learning how to win game 3. Dexter, Ryan, Green gets an A+ for putting Louis in the press box. Yeah, it wasn't, the most genius move ever, but I called it, others called it, but it made sense. Louis simply wasn't contributing on the offensive end, at least. Dexter says, I'll find the comments after the stream. I can't think of a name. I should really get a proper channel name. Well, what's your channel about? I think truly, if you have a YouTube channel, I can't think of a name. Your name should reflect what your channel is about. My channel actually used to be called Clay Emo, and I changed it to Canuck Clay. And I think it's helped my channel grow a little bit. It's interesting, by the way, speaking of our growth of the channel, my Twitter following and my YouTube following basically exactly the same, where I'm at 4990 on Twitter, I'm at 4930 on YouTube. And I know most people, like Geo and others, they have a way bigger YouTube following than a Twitter following, which makes sense. And you could argue that a YouTube following is harder to get because it's people subscribing and buying into your channel, almost more of an investment, where Twitter, some would argue, might be easier to follow on Twitter. But on Twitter, you likely have more influence than on YouTube, right? So it's kind of interesting. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but for a while, Twitter was way ahead of my YouTube when it came to subscribers and followers. But now my YouTube is slowly catching up, which is a cool thing. Mr. Shootout, what is your ideal contract for Markstrom with you and Jim Benning's shoes? Personally, I would feel around 2 or 3 years, around 5 or 6 million. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I heard, start of the season it was 5, now it's 5.5, now it's 6. He might ask for about $6 million. I'm not sure if he's going to get it. And I'm not sure if he's going to take as low as 2 or 3 years. I would love 2 or 3 years, 6 million, but I think it might be 4 or 5 years, 6 million. But that's a lot of money to commit, so I don't know. That's a great question, Shootout. Rios, okay. Morris, yep. Steel Dog, Clay, congratulations on the bowling win. Have a good night. Thank you, Steel Dog. I appreciate that. Slapshot. But anywho, what are your thoughts on Alex Tuck going cycle on Jake Vatan? I haven't seen it yet, but I heard. But Alex Tuck maybe he wanted to send a message, kind of like what Roussel tried to do in game 1, which didn't really work. Charles, subscribe to Canuck Clay. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. Great channel, but wish he rooted for a different team. Charles, tell me who I'm supposed to root for. Farwin, what a difference Toffoli made, but let's not get it twisted. Markstrom was the biggest reason for the win. P.S. Show me as much love as Reese next time, Clay. Well, Farwin, do I know you? Does my family know you? If not, I'm going to give you love as well. And you don't even have to call me Mr. Cav. So thank you, Farwin, for being on here. Jamie, Toffoli is an awesome player, but with Podkolzin, Hoglander, Lind, there might not be room for Toffoli. Yeah, I remember, I think Podkolzin, Hoglander, and Lind are all 2 seasons away, though. I don't think they'll make the team next year. Justin, Toffoli made a huge difference. We have 3 solid lines of scoring. Markey is on fire, but we need them goals. Yep, we need offense and defense, and Markey obviously can't score. Michael, when are you planning to end this live stream? Why, you want me to leave already? You want me to end it? Michael, usually I go 45 to an hour, sometimes more. I've already gone 50 minutes. I think I'll be done by 11 o'clock for sure. So I'm going to end in the next 24 minutes. Why, Michael, you want me to leave already? Oh, I'm within 6 minutes now of the comments. Lefty, Hughes didn't have much room tonight to skate. Vegas coach is telling his players to take the body. That is what you have to do, not go for the puck. Yes, that's smart coaching, but I think Hughes is smart enough to adjust as well. Mr. Shootout, what is your top 5 mock draft picks for this year's draft? Really deep draft, although the real focus is our Canucks in the playoffs. Go, Canucks, go. Yeah, obviously Lafreniere number 1, and then between Byfield and that other guy whose name I can't say, Stutzel or whatever. Yeah, I think Byfield's going to go 2, Stutzel 3, and then I don't know after that because I don't know prospects until it's draft time. I'll be very honest. I rely on guys like Gio and Brett and others to tell me about that. JD Power, he didn't say the broadcast. Oh, admittedly, you know, I'm not going to lie, JD Power, I'm not going to lie. When I started to rattle the podcast off, I had that one in my head. I actually thought I was going to say that. And yes, I've listened to every single broadcast episode as well. Stop trying to get me in trouble. Edmund, feel more at ease tonight. Curious, when you went to games, did you ever buy stuff from the Vancouver team store? Yeah, but usually actually when I buy stuff from the team store, I don't do it on game nights. I usually go on other times when it's less busy, admittedly. Landon, what other NHL teams besides the Canucks do you like? Winnipeg Jets is my second favorite. Tampa Bay Lightning are my third favorite. I would love a Canucks Lightning final. Dexter, Matthew Zader is a handsome dude. I will not disagree. Lefty, to tell you the truth, I like Vegas. That Tuck is a heck of a hockey player. Once he gets ahead of his team going, yeah, Vegas is a good team. Nuts and bolts. The answer, Clay, for the team is embrace, evolve, and excel of the 3 E's, and it will always be what the team will go through in the playoffs. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Owen TV, if the Canucks beat Vegas, do you think they can go all the way? I do, because then they're in the Final 4. I really do. Rios, he probably got hacked. Not sure who you're talking about. Oh, maybe Marshall. So Lefty. Pedersen must be making more than 900. What kind of extra bonuses does he have in his contract? Do you know? Yeah, his base salary is $925. He can get up to another, I thought it was $500,000, like 2 or 3 $250,000 contract bonuses. So even with all bonuses, I don't think he gets more than a couple million, but his base salary is $925,000. But I don't know off the top of my head. Pedersen, 10.6 million. Maybe that's what he's going to sign for. Nuts and bolts. Good night, guys. We are Roaring Thunder. Yes, we are. Hughes, 9 million. Yeah, I could see Hughes getting 8 and 9, between 8 and 9, and Pedersen making over 10 for sure. Justin says, ignoring Hughes, who has been the Canucks' best defenseman all time, I'd go Matthias Olin. I think Matthias Olin was our best defenseman. Fast, good offense, and tough as nails. Slapshot says, Ed Jovanovski. Slapshot, how many injuries have you had in your time? I think major injuries was the concussion. I've had stitches in my eyelid. Street hockey, a guy backhand sliced right across my eyelid. So I had 2 stitches in my eyelid. I've broken the cartilage. I've broken tendons in my finger. Actually, one of my Canucks songs back in the day, you see me playing with a bandage on it. I've had inflammation of my intestine, but I've been lucky. I've never broke. I've had a couple sprained ankles and stuff, but I've never had any broken bones. And my worst was my concussion, and worst was I had a very bad staph infection 13 years ago, where I had all these marks, boils, basically sores on my body, and that was really gross, actually, including some of my head, so a lot of my hair fell out. So that was 13 years ago. So maybe that was my worst, and the concussion that I had 4 years ago. Thanks for asking. Hopefully you're not wishing more injuries on me. Michael says no, just asking. That's cool. Dexter, maybe Michael's tired like I am. I think we all are. Farhan says Jovo hands down. I think Jovo is too high risk, high reward for me. Michael, Dexter's, I'm not tired. Tayeb, which team do you not want to win the cup this year? Boston, plain and simple. Kev, who was Canucks' best player tonight? I think you got to go Pedersen, Toffoli, or Markstrom, one of the 3. But remember, I didn't watch the game. Justin, Clay, if Canucks had a Game 7 Stanley Cup final during the time of Catholic Mass, what would you do? Good question, Justin. But the good thing about Catholic Mass is there are many different times. In fact, my own church has 6 different Masses on a weekend. So I would simply watch the game, go to the game, and then find a different Mass to go to. Zed, don't end the stream. I enjoy what you and others have to say. Thank you, Zed, but you guys are gonna get bored eventually. And then my voice is gonna go on me eventually too. But thank you, Zed, I appreciate that. Arso, love PD playing in the middle with Toffoli and Pearson. It spread our lines out nicely when can play on another line. Yep. I like Pedersen, Pearson, and Toffoli much more than I like Pedersen, Pearson, and Eriksson for sure. Reaction Club. I just came back from Scott Road after celebrating the win. Never seen that many police cars within 2-kilometer distance in my life before. Well, Reaction Club, I'm glad you're safe. I hope it was fun. Landon, I have stitches on my forehead because the stick came up and hit me there in street hockey. Exactly like me, Landon. Exactly like me. Slap shot. Oh, I've only had a concussion and a fractured arm. That doesn't sound good. Otherwise, I've gotten bruises and cuts. Yeah, me too. Lefty, yeah, I can't disagree with you, probably Olin, but Hughes makes Olin look second rate. Jyrki Lumi is good. Yeah, Jyrki Lumi had the amazing ability to skate while standing upright. Like he would skate like this, exactly like this. It was pretty cool. Lefty, best player was a tie between Pedersen and Markstrom. Rios, I've only had a broken arm when I was 7. I was on top of my bunk bed. My brother was shaking it, and I felt I shouldn't laugh, Rios. That's not a good brother. I mean, I'm sure he's a good brother, but that's kind of mean. Slapshot, I met McLean, Lume, Babbage, and the Canucks alumni in December 2017. That's sweet, Slapshot. Reaction, how do you feel about the Canucks' first regulation victory against the Knights coming in the postseason? I'm fine with it. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. We're gonna do it eventually, and obviously a confidence builder. Slapshot, Matthias Olin, I remember him a lot. Yeah, he's good. Justin Clay, would you ever do a sermon, homily, communion wearing Canucks jersey? Yeah, I wouldn't wear a Canucks jersey to Mass. I'm not allowed to give a homily because that's not what lay people do in the Catholic Church. But I've given talks. I've been keynote speaker. In fact, I wore, if you look up Clay on my channel, Houston, AYC talk, I did a whole half an hour keynote talk in Houston wearing my Canucks jersey. So that was kind of cool. Rios, that's how Jack Eichel skates upright. Yes, Dexter, I sliced my head open. I went to sit down at my dad's house. I missed the couch. Ugh, and I hit my head on the cabinet handle when I was 7. Thank goodness, no stitches. That just sounds painful. Michael, who's your favorite all-time Vancouver Canucks player? Roberto Luongo. Yep. Dexter, stitches. Kev. Oh, by the way, Dexter, just for you, when we're done, look up on my channel, Jake Explains His Stitches. Anyone can do that. It's the funniest video. Jacob Explains His Stitches. Look that up when we are done. Kev, do you think the Vegas players are trying to hurt PD in the third? No, I think they're just trying to play hard. I hate to think they're trying to deliberately injure anyone. Arso, does your concussion still linger and bother you today? I always wonder about the long-term effect of concussions. No, I don't think it bothers me from a standpoint of bright lights or sound or ringing like that, because my concussion wasn't that bad compared to other people's concussions, and thankfully I haven't had a concussion since. But I do think that I stutter a tiny bit more, and I search for the proper word a tiny bit more. I've always thought I was a good speaker. I still think I'm a good speaker, but I do know that oftentimes, not often, once in a while I will blank when I'm looking for the proper word that I would have, I think, been able to nail prior to me having a concussion. Just a small after effect. But thanks for asking. You guys are concerned about me. I appreciate that. Lefty, Alex Burrows is my favorite all-time Canucks player because of his longevity. See, there we go. Longevity and his 100% most nights. Yes, not 110%, but 100. Nice callback, Lefty. Landon, I'll look up the vid after. Sweet. Lefty, but Quinn Hughes will be my favorite player real soon. Absolutely. Dexter, I didn't have to get stitches. Good, I'm glad. Slapshot, I remember going down those slide things people put in their backyard, if you know what I meant. Anyways, I went so kind of fast, I did a flip and sprained my hand. Ooh, almost forgot about that. That's no good. Justin says, Clay, in another 10 to 20 years, are we going to see more Asian kids in the NHL, or is it impossible? No, there's a few in the league, but yeah, none that have really had the same impact, say, as Paul Kariya. But yeah, as more and more people play hockey, I think we will see more Asians in the league. But, they're not rampant, that's for sure. Kyler Yamamoto is another one. Nick Suzuki. So most of them are halfies for sure. Dan, great game, y'all. High fives. Boom. Booyah. Lefty all around. Either him or Pedersen. Not sure what we're talking about. Oh, favorite players, yes. HSM fangirl, I broke my arm in the last month of 7th grade while running to catch up with my class for gym outside. I hope it's healed fully. Rios, oh yeah, when I was 11, I got a hockey net and we were building it, and my brother was holding a post. He couldn't hold it because it was too heavy for him, and it came straight down on my head. My head busted open. Oh, you guys, these are very painful stories. And why are we over 100 people still? Do people like hearing stories of other people getting hurt? Is that why we watch car crashes on YouTube, or is that only me? Dexter, young Jacob. Did you watch it already, Dexter? Did you look it up? It's pretty funny. Dexter says Suzuki can do it. Yeah, Craig. Congrats on your 20-year anniversary. Why, thank you, Craig. What are your secrets to success? By the way, you were an excellent panelist on the Now TV back in... Wow, Craig. That is a throwback for sure. So thank you for your very nice words, Craig. 20 years, give and take, understanding each other's strengths, complimenting and lifting each other up when it comes to weaknesses. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. That list is pretty long. And Gail is wonderful. She's an introvert. I'm an extrovert. She supports me in all my endeavors. And a lot of open communication, a lot of trust, and clear expectations. That's what I would say. Clear expectations for sure. And yes, I was on that Now TV panel in 2004. Craig, that's a great memory, man. Wow. I think we must be talking about religion of some sort. Wow, that's amazing you remember that, Craig. Were you on that show with me, Craig? Or were you working for the station? Crazy. Slapshot, Rios, oof, you good? TJ, if you had to pick one, who would you pick, Horvat or Besser? Horvat because of leadership, and he's got a better contract right now, but I like them both. Dexter says Nick, probably about Suzuki. Jet Wu, yeah, Jet Wu might be the third pairing defenseman. Dexter, I got a paper cut once, pray for me. I will, Dexter. Oh, I saw Fernandez comment. I'll get to that in a second. Dan says, LOL, tragedy sells. Talking about car crash videos now. Reels, I watch car crashes too and road rage. Yes, I do watch road rage. Dexter, I saw the thumbnail. Oh, about Jacob. Fernanda, Sean's lovely girlfriend, Fernanda. Hello, Fernanda. Nice to see you today. Yeah, car crash videos. I think you're the one who got me onto them. So it's your fault, Nux. Toffoli or Besser? Toffoli was good tonight, but I like Besser's youth, his age, obviously. I just have a feeling if we sign Toffoli to a too long of a contract that he might disappoint us by year 3 or year 4. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Slapshot, I hid my uncle's TV remote and tripped over the corner of the carpet and sliced my head. Oh, my dad was right there. You guys are gross. Anula, just joined, need to go to work, but great game. Anula, thanks for joining. Your boy PD was amazing. Blackmore, hey Clay, do you think we are going to see McEwen in action around these games? No, I don't think we need him, quite frankly. Because, yeah, unless he comes in for Gaudette, I don't know. Why would you change your lineup after tonight, right? Unless there's injury, I don't think we see McEwen. Justin, Travis Green, any weaknesses in his coaching philosophy yet? Yeah, I think he can be stubborn at times, but he's shown, especially in the playoffs, that he's not afraid to make changes. So, no, I think he's been great. I think he gets a lot out of his players for sure. Maybe you might wonder with some of the ice times he gives, but overall, I think he's good. Nux, who would you keep? I keep Besser over Toffoli. Rios, once I was walking and I tripped. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Landon, Clay, have you ever traveled to another NHL arena? Yeah, I've been to a few. Not a lot, but I've been to a few. I've watched a game in Vegas. I've watched a game in Calgary. I watched a game in Atlanta when they were there. I've been to many hockey arenas. I've watched a game in Ottawa. So I've watched Ottawa, Calgary, Vegas, Atlanta when they're in. And I've been to many arenas like Anaheim, like Phoenix, like Columbus actually, but not for hockey, for youth rallies actually, for conferences. So I've been to many arenas actually. Oh, in San Jose for the All-Star game last year. Owen, all right, I'm going to bed. Good night and God bless. Thank you, Owen. God bless you too. Slapshot, I watched Broken Bones compilation. Broke his femur. That Slapshot, that's something I will not do. I will not watch Broken Bones. You know, I know some people that watch pimple popping videos. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. If you are someone who watches a pimple popping video, give your head a shake. That's disgusting. Andy, congrats on your Canucks. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys advance to the Western Conference Finals. That's the plan. That's the plan. Craig, online was the name of the show. Very good. Michael, the injuries I had is I broke my leg. Ooh, I knocked my kneecap out. Ooh, and I got a head injury in a car crash. Ooh, I hope you're better. Craig, you were the producer. That's awesome, Craig. I guess we can't find that show online anymore, huh? Oh, a lot of comments still. I think we're going to be going for a little while, but that's okay. Kev, what is your prediction in Game 3 score? Any lineup changes needed? No lineup changes needed. Actually, I predicted 4-2. You guys might remember I predicted 4-2 for tonight. It was 5-2. I'm going to go 3-1 Canucks. I'm going to say they're going to shut them down as the home team. So 3-1 for the Canucks. Craig, subject amongst others, Passion of the Christ movie. Interesting. You got a great memory, Craig. Landon, I also saw the thumbnail for young Jacob. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Dexter Toffoli is better at the current moment. Yeah, he is. Right now, he's been playing better. Matt, how do we unlock Quinn Hughes in the series so he can dominate again? I don't know. I think I'm fine if the Vegas Golden Knights pay a lot of attention to him and it frees up guys like Horvat, Toffoli, and Pettersson. Maybe as the home team, as we have last change, we can try and get him away from different forward combos. So maybe that's what we do. We take advantage of being the home team for the next 2 games. Samuel, Clay, did you kind of expect the Canucks to go on this kind of run this year, or has this completely surprised you? Back in June. But overall, no, I think they've had a better year than I expected. Nux, I will keep Besser because he's younger. I agree. Slapshot, my friend broke his wrist skateboarding and his bone came out. Oh, man. You guys, I'm going to throw up here. There's another one that you can always count on in a good way. Jamie, hey, Clay, how's it going with you, buddy? I'm great, Jamie. Hope you are well as well. Reaction, I also watch car crash videos. It's weird that I also watch airplane crash videos, mostly documentaries based on plane crashes. Yeah, I may have watched 1 or 2 of those in my life too. I love it when they kind of get into the why things happen. Justin, good night, Clay. Good night, Justin. Take care, brother. Fernanda, haha, oops, Sean might need to watch them so he can learn from others' mistakes, don't you? That was funny, Fernanda. As long as Sean just drives properly and safely, I am fine with that. Jamie, awesome game tonight. It was indeed. Truds, I can't wait for Tyler Myers to get in soon. Yeah, we got one of the 2 Tylers back. Slapshot, I am also prone to I'm also prone to stub my baby toe and rolling my ankle and walking straight. Okay, you got to take care of yourself. Lefty, yes, we need Tyler Myers back. We miss his size, indeed. Okay, now we're talking about pimple popping. Ew, brah, throw up. I watched those. Dexter, that's disgusting. Lefty, every time number 4, number 5 are on the ice, starting to get anxious. Yeah, but at least they play hard, and they're not afraid to mix it up for Ben and Fantenberg for sure. Slapshot, pimple popping. Hell yeah, get out of here, be gone. Dexter, barely watched them. Very rare. Nux says, bro, zip poppers, yes. Oh, that's disgusting. Dexter, probably satisfying. It is. You guys are disgusting. I actually feel like throwing up. Edmund, only injury I've got was a fractured metacarpal on my left knuckle. Okay, I'm glad that's the worst injury you've got. Now we're talking about injuries. Nux, I mean, who am I to judge? Lefty, no lineup changes needed unless Myers is ready, then take out Ben. Yeah, that's fair. Edmund, I saw that tweet of what Jacob said. Had a good laugh. Yeah, Jacob basically said to me and Sean today, did you know that tonight could be the Canucks' 3rd last game of the season? And then we wanted to beat them up. Brighton, I think PD's goal woke up the team. When Miller got aggressive and convinced me that they figured Vegas out. Yeah, they played him straight up. It was good. What happened? My stream just crashed. Mike, I'm not sure. I think it's still going. Michael, I don't even feel my head anymore. But when the weather changes, my leg hurts. Oh, that's scary. Nux, maybe it was my Wi-Fi. Yeah, maybe it was, because I think we're still going. Slapshot, I've watched several 9/11 documentaries, me too. Jonas, Tanev seems to have a very good relationship with the group we have and has been valuable as playoffs. Do you think we resign him in the offseason? Yeah, I think it's either going to be one of Tanev or Toffoli, so we'll see. I would like to, but you know that could be money that we could use elsewhere. Yeah, no, but he's definitely a leader. They call him Dad, so he's good. Rios, never mind, you're good. Same slap shot. About 911. Dan, best tragedy videos by far. Wedding fights. Dan, I have not gone that rabbit hole, but I may tonight. Rios, Tanev always breaks his ankles. Slap shot. Dan Quarterman, now public freakouts and fights. You guys like watching this kind of stuff? You guys are crazy. Dan, slapshot hockey, same thing. Landon, once in street hockey, a stick came up and cut my lip open and cracked my tooth. Yeah, street hockey's dangerous. We played today, if anyone saw my tweet. Clay, we want to see you throw up. Next, no one wants to see that. Dexter, Ben saved a goal tonight. I'll have to watch that. Rios, I watched throwing up compliment. Rios, I think you're joking. You better be joking. Otherwise, something's wrong with you. Nux, I've never broken a bone in my body or sprained anything. Rios, anyone with me? Never fractured anything. It's good. You're going. Good now. Yeah, we're still going. Dexter, happened to me too. Nux, all good. This is an interesting chat box. Yeah, Brighton, we've never talked about injuries before. Blackmore, Clay, do you think we're actually missing needing Tyler Myers to get through this Vegas team size-wise? Yeah, I think he's definitely an upgrade over Ben or Fantenberg, so we need him back. Slapshot, I literally cracked my big toe bone and woke my dog. Dexter, I like watching Karen videos. I've watched a few of those. Lefty all around, go Canucks, go. Ciao. Good night, Lefty. Rios, I'm joking, but I watch Karen videos. Yes, Landon. After my stitches in street hockey, I had to wear a cage helmet for months. That makes sense. Karen's, Michael, I don't want to see Clay throw up. Thank you, Michael, neither do I. Now let's go crazy. Dexter, I've had a hamstring injury and a hip flexor injury. Boom, we're at 70 minutes. I think now is a good place to end, considering now we're just talking about popping pimples and watching car crash videos and our worst injuries. So this is where I'm gonna say goodnight, so you can start typing whatever you want. Keep it clean, but you know this is where I do my wind-ups. So before you go, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, like this video if you haven't liked this video already, and thank you. I know that you could be doing anything else, but instead you spent some time or all the time with me. Kudos to anyone who's, put a comment, put a thumbs up if you were actually here from the very start, or if you're even here before I got here, when I turned this thing on at 9:45. Let me know if you've been on here since the very start. That is very, very impressive. And I thank all of you. If you've been here for a minute or the entire hour and 10 minutes, you know that I appreciate you and I don't take you for granted. The Canucks, the Vegas Golden Knights, they're tied 1 game apiece. I'm excited. Thursday, I'll be streaming from Whistler if everything works out. The Wi-Fi is good. And yeah, if you haven't checked out Jacob Explains His Stitches, check that out on my YouTube channel. Check out the Ultimate Canucks haiku while you're there. Check out my hockumentary from back in the day, one of my very first videos. And make sure you check out Finesse, the song that I did with Marie Huey, our playoff song for the second round. In such a good mood. Won some money bowling. Got to chat with all of you tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I will see you Thursday night. God bless and go Canucks go.